Oh, yeah, there it is.
Okay. So, yes, welcome to this session on Google Forms. So, I believe this PPT is clear and visible to you all. Can you all see this PPT?
Sure.
Okay, so Google Form is basically a survey administration app that is included in the Google Drive Office suite along with Google Docs sheets and slides. A teacher could design a quiz, a test taking into consideration the difficulty level of the course, and it could also be used for feedback. So basically, when I say Google Form, it is a type of system which is basically used in the Google apps, and by using this Google form, one person can create a feedback form, survey form, and it can be used for the kind of formative assessment which you can use with the share with the students, and that can be used for further uh, use. So let me now move on and take a new slide. So here I will be taking you to the home page of my mail. So let me go and check my email. So here is my email. Okay. So yeah. So can you all see this now? Yeah. Okay. So this is the mail. So you need to click on here. There are 9 dots at the center. Here, if you see, here you can see you have to click on this Google Apps, and then you have to scroll down and you have to go to Google Forms, which should be there. If it is not there, you can also go via Google. Yeah, so there are different ways of going to it. Google Form should be there. So one way of going to this is you need to type in Google Forms. You need to first type Google, and you will be typing Google Forms. Yeah. So now you will be taken to the Google Forms. Yeah. So once you go into the Google, so can you all see this home page? So you have two ways of going there. One, you can go through Google Apps. If it is like sometimes it is not very visible, so then you can go to this app. Can you all see this home page? You can reply in the chat box. Yeah. Okay. So now you will be clicking on going to Google Forms. Yeah. And once you go to this Google form, okay. So once you go to this Google form homepage, you will click on this blank because you have to create a Google form. So now you will click on blank. And now this is the template. So when you have to create a Google form, you will be getting a blank template. First thing is you will be giving a title. Generally to save time, that is basically preferred to have a Word document ready with the text. So you can directly copy paste. So now I need to give a title. I have a Word document ready. So I will first I will just copy the Word document and I will put it on here. And the same thing will come here. So can you see the screen now? Yeah, you can reply in the chat box. Can you see the screen? Okay. Yeah, thank you, sir. Okay, so now my title is ready. You can give a brief description. Generally, it's a good practice to give a description. So I can go back to my Word document and I will copy a text, and this will be giving me some data. I'm just doing it to save time. So now you will be giving some brief description. Now comes first question, name. So now name cannot be multiple choice. So automatically this has come as short answer. And this is to make it compulsory. You need to click it here. Now, once we go to Google Form, you can see all these type of options available. You can have short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down, linear scale. So you can have different type. So this is my first item, first question. Now to put a new question, I will click on this plus sign. Then you can use this symbol to import the question. You can use this symbol to add title and description, which I have already done. You can use this to add image. You can use this to add video, and this you can add to add section. Now I will go to add a new question. Here I can put as email. So email will not be multiple choice or short answer. Yes, clearly. And I will put this also required. And now my last question, I will say, and I will put a question, give response. So I will go back to my Google form and I will type it give response. Now this will be a linear scale. See, automatically it has come because of artificial intelligence. And now I will give the options strongly disagree, and here strongly agree. So now I have just taken 3 example. Now this is my Google form ready, but before sharing, I need to first take a preview. So here you can see at the top, there is a preview option. When I click on preview option, this is how my Google form look. It is preferable to always have a preview to check how this Google form is. And before go like sharing it, we should check the spelling errors and all. Now I will go back to my Google form when I will click on send. When I click on send, it will, yeah. When I click on send, it will now create a link. Sometimes the net connectivity can be slow. So once I click on send, it will generate a link. Now that link can be very long. So you can click on shorten URL. Yeah. So once you click on send, you will click on this. So you will get a big, this long link. So you can click on shorten URL. So now see the link has got small, and now you will copy this, and this you can share. So this is copied, and this link you can share with the people from whom you want and with whom you want to share it. You have one more choice to share by email, or you can use an embedded link. Now the last part is to check the response. Now since I have not yet shared, so this is showing 0 response. Once I get response, once I start getting response, I will be taking, and that from that I can create a spreadsheet. So this was all about the use of Google Form. I believe this session was very helpful, and that's it. So thank you so much. You can
Thank you.
chat box.
Shabib, I have got a question to you.
Yeah, yes, madam.
Could you please just clarify for me?
Yes.
Is this system somehow connected to your university?
Madam, this I'm using a Gmail group. This is a Gmail group, and it is not like if you are using a Gmail group from your server domain and from your institution, you can have that also. But generally for this, we need to have a Gmail only. Yes. I think connectivity issue.